supposed to be.
Dude, it's not a great start. Sorry.
Hello everybody, my name is Madison Cleric with M. Cleric Media. I'm doing a presentation over Shine with Ava, a strategic campaign for Shine with Ava Cosmetology. To begin, here's a quick table of continents. Introduction. Excuse me. Continents.
Okay.
I apologize. Introduction, SWOT analysis, campaign goal, target audience and research, creative strategy, campaign executions, anticipated results, and a call to action. To introduce myself, as I mentioned prior, I am M. Cleric Media, also Madison, the founder of the company. Ava Shine's business is an up-and-coming cosmetology brand specializing in blonding and extension services, creating and fostering a unique and individualized experience for every client. This strategic campaign has an overall goal of increasing Ava Shine's brand awareness and overall reach by 25% within a 6-month period.
Amen.
So to begin, does everybody know what a SWOT analysis is?
No, man.
Do you know what a SWOT analysis is, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a SWOT analysis is a short analysis of a company's engagement and overall success. So the strengths of Shine with Ava's business is she has a passion, she takes good care of her clients, and she is striving to continue her overgrowing skill set. Additionally, she has an educational approach. She wants her clients to be informed and well aware of the services they are receiving, and she is transparent and works with every client, making sure that they get the best of their services for a fair price. To go into the weaknesses, there's limited brand recognition in Ava's company because she is a newer business. Additionally, she is a single stylist, so she doesn't have a whole employee group, so her brand relies solely on her. And like I said, she is a newer business, so that comes with a set of challenges, increasing her overall reach. And then additionally, she has a smaller geographical area just in St. Louis and not any other locations. She has a lot of opportunities for her business, opportunities to leverage her community presence. The Shine family is known incredibly well within the St. Charles County, and so that way she can build off her brand by using these connections. Additionally, there's a high demand for trustworthy hairstylists. The hair community is incredibly popular more now than ever in upcoming years. She also has a decent social media following as her private account, so utilizing those followers and those previously stated connections will be highly beneficial for Ava. And then there are a lot of local influencers that are willing to work with her due to her connections, as well as some of mine that I have made through my social media journey. There are a couple threats towards her business. It is a high competition field, and there are raising costs of salon products and services due to the economic turmoil that we are undergoing and inflation, and there's difficulty standing out in a crowded and highly competitive component. Any questions for me? Yes, sir.
What would you say to the critics who would call Ava a nepo baby and say that all of her success is only going to come from her last name and not from her actual ability?
Right, absolutely. That's a very valid question. So Ava does have a lot of connections, but that doesn't determine her skill set. She has worked hard individually as a student and upcoming career professional to make a name for herself and a business that strives away not to shadow her family's already established name, but to grow upon it. Right? That's a very valid question. Thank you, sir. So our campaign idea is to elevate your everyday. So like I said, it is to empower women through Ava's story and her work. This will be done to achieve the overall goal with visual storytelling, focusing on confidence and results. And then additionally, there's going to be a cross-channel campaign, online and traditional marketing, that is going to be accompanying this campaign. So here's some target audience and research. What we found that Ava's target audience resides between women in the age range of 18 through 54. Midwest-based, style-forward, conscious of their appearance, social media savvy, and beauty obsessed. They're willing to spend a lot of money on their appearance, as shown by our psychoanalysis of the group. And then, as a quote of one of her actual clients, one moment, sir, I'll get to you. I have been to numerous hairstylists, many of them experienced, but none of them have come close to comparing to Ava and her abilities behind this lawn chair. She shows real promise. And this is from an actual client, as you can see, Ashley Owens. And your question, sir? I'm so sorry.
Just wondering where the data came from on that psychoanalysis.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good question. So that data is pulled directly from Ava's following on Instagram. So that is where our data is sourced. And then additionally, we cross-reference other channels that are popular through social analysis. Forgive me, the name is called Social Sprout, where we pull that data to see where this age range would come from. And also, I spoke with Ava directly on where we found this data, yeah. Anyway, so our creative strategy is to do a collaboration between Ava's Shine with Ava Cosmetology as well as her cousin's based brand, Saturday Street Boutique. The overall goal is to attract 50 plus attendees to the model call event. This is going to be a model call. They're going to model the clothing and then receive a complimentary hairstylist. This will grow Ava's Instagram account by 20%. All the models will be asked to tag the event in their stories and repost and reshare. And then it'll earn coverage at least one podcast or local news outlet. We are striving to get onto Five with Your Side. There's Good News Tonight showcasing the women empowerment, and then also Moms of the Lou to attract moms who might be interested. We want to do a wide range of ages, body types, and appearances, as well as socioeconomic levels to give everyone access to this opportunity. This event will showcase the models, as I mentioned, getting their hair done, as well as modeling all of the clothes. This is an example of our flyer, and then all models will receive 20% off any of the clothes that they tried on in their next purchase with Saturday Street Boutique, and 20% off a service with Ava Shine. Like I said, there is an overall goal of including a confidence wall. This confidence wall, models will be asked to write something that makes them feel confident and empowered and stick it on the wall. And there will be behind the scenes content, social media, as well as during the event content of social media. But overall, we believe this is a good way to build on, as you mentioned, Ava's nepotism and get her name out there. So like I said, we're going to use, those are some of the executions I mentioned earlier. So the social media implementation, promotions, complimentary hair services at the model call, 20% off any further services, and then there'll be direct marketing. So these flyers are going to be handed out at the salon, handed out at purchases, when purchases are ordered, at different events. And Ava Shine does work at the Post Sports on Bar and Grill, so we will be allowing her to put a flyer up in the back audience because we work with primarily women in her age range. So here's some of the anticipated results. We're going to track referral sources and appointments. So they're going to, every time someone uses the 20% off, we're going to use that. We're going to also use the social media analytics to track it each month. And we're also going to send post-visit surveys to all clients during their hair appointment, as well as if they book or order with something with Saturday Street Boutique. And we're going to show a lot of initiative and effort to thank the clients. Here's some objectives and solutions. A concern, it's a small operation, but it's a focused campaign. Additionally, it's a competitive field. Like I mentioned, with Ava's nepotism and her skill set, she is bound to outshine all the competitors. Additionally, it's a newer business, right? So we're going to have some trouble getting the word out. But that's where networking comes in, okay? That's where we stand up together and rise and network for Ava's business, because she has... And shine, thank you. That's exactly right. Right, Jacob?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then also, as we all know, there's been a lot of issues with the government and... Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't say that.
Just restart.
There's been a lot of concerns with inflation, and yes, it's funny, okay? Let's add a little humor into the presentation. a lot of concerns with inflation, and so that's why we're helping to add those promotions 20% off to our clients. We are ready to help Ava shine and grow. Let's start campaigning. Any questions from the audience? How about you, sir?
No,
Sir, questions, sir.
I don't have any questions.
I have a comment.
Okay, sir.
I just would like to say that this was maybe the best presentation I've ever seen in my life, and I would just think that like any professor was lucky to have you as a student.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any critiques for me moving forward? Any
I would
presentations?
say that maybe the maybe some of the
Okay, yeah.
political comments weren't very like
Absolutely, I should watch my
Appropriate.
tone. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wanted to go ahead and thank each of you for enduring this presentation. It's been my pleasure to present to you. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to me via my personal phone number. I will provide that with you, and I will give you business cards. But it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
I already have your business card for some reason.
Thank you. Thank you.